Okay, this is my experience in a lucid dream state. Well, really, it was just a dream, but I actually knew that I was dreaming in this dream. And some of the lucid dreams that I have, sometimes I know and sometimes I don't know. But my lucid dreams are pretty much virtual reality experiences. It's just the atmosphere feels different than the actual virtual reality experiences that feel like 3D. But yeah, my dreams, they're like more artificial feeling. Yeah, you'll know if you have all these different types of experiences in your altered state, you'll know the differences. But yeah, this is basically a dream, but I'll call it a lucid dream. And I did know I was dreaming in the dream. Most of the time I always know I'm in the experience while I'm, in the experience. Like if they take me out of body, I always know that I'm out of body in the experience. And I always know the reptilian has given it to me. But they can probably control all that too. They may control all that. And they may control, even in these situations, like a dream, they may be able to control that. Whether or not you become aware that you're dreaming, or if you don't. They probably control all that. I'm not sure. But, okay, so basically this was just weird and gross, and I don't know. He maybe gave me this experience because, well, I had just been to my grandma's house, and the night, or a couple nights before or whatever, me and my niece, my mom, and she's like 92, and when you get really, really old, I mean, your skin just gets real freaking nasty, Your skin gets really thin and thin and thin and thin and thin and thin. So that may be why he gave me this experience. They've been lazy bitches lately, man, just giving me freaking dreams instead of my out-of-body experiences and my virtual reality experiences. Takes more energy for them to give me all those. So for some reason they're not energized right now, so they just freaking, okay, let's, they just give me dreams. For now anyway. Because it takes more energy, I guess, to do all that other stuff. But yeah, so anyway, maybe where he got the idea to give me this weird dream. Because, I don't know, I just had those thoughts in my brain like, your skin gets real nasty when you get old. It gets real bruised looking and stuff, And maybe, like David Icke says they don't have any creative imagination, Well, bullshit, they do too, because, I mean, they do like to go off of what's already in your brain and stuff, and your thoughts and stuff. But they put a lot of their own creativity in my experiences. Like sexual stuff, they do a lot of their own creativity stuff. It's quite comical. Yeah, they put their own little creativity in there. They're very creative. So David Icke is full of shit when he acts like, oh, they have no creative imagination. He's full of shit. So anyway, I think Joel gave me this experience because it was sexual, in the experience, it was very, very sexual, a couple parts of it. But I have to edit that part out. Okay, so basically, so in this dream, which I'll call it a lucid dream, and I did become aware that I was, dreaming in the dream. And so basically, he puts me a lot of times in freaking hotels, motels, churches, apartment complexes. Yeah, he puts me a lot in motel rooms especially. And so basically he stuck me in this hotel room, and it was very large. The bathroom was huge too. It was like me, my mom, my sister, and it seemed like my friend was there, like maybe Angie, and it seemed like there was one other person possibly. But I know there was at least 3 or 4 people, like my sister, my mom, and a friend, and maybe even one other person. But we were just doing our normal daily things in the motel room, just talking, walking around and stuff. And then I end up in the bathroom, which is freaking huge, and it had a huge mirror, really big mirror. And I was looking down at my legs. And the top part of my thigh, I guess that's what you call it, the top part of my thigh, I mean, like, my skin was so, I mean, I had this patch of, I don't even know what you call it. It was just this big, it wasn't really a lesion. It was like this big 4-inch by 3-inch area of my leg, the top part of my leg, like 4-inch by 3-inch, is pretty large, where it's like the skin was so thin, it's like you could just see everything, like the veins and stuff. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this is just so gross, like what is happening to me? And I remember thinking, damn, if I just barely touch it, I'm probably gonna bleed or something. I don't remember, he didn't make me feel pain or anything, because they can if they want to, but I don't think, if he did make me feel a little pain, you know, where he put those lesions or whatever, they weren't really lesions, I don't really know what to call them, then it wasn't very hardcore pain or whatever, because I'm pretty sure he didn't. But I just remember feeling like really grossed out, like what the hell's wrong with me, like do I got some weird disease or something? And then I noticed there was other lesions just like that down at the bottom part of my leg, and I looked on the back of my leg and there was like a couple more. But the main one I focused on was that one at the top of the right leg, you know, the front of my thigh, I guess that's what you call it, like right there. Except it was on my right leg. And like I say, it was just like there was just no skin there. It's like it caved in. It's like the whole skin became so thin, it just caved in to nothing. To where all you could see was, you know, like veins and stuff. But I didn't bleed or anything. But I just remember thinking, damn, if I touch this, I'm probably gonna bleed and stuff, because it's like it was so thin. And when you get older, you know, your skin does get thinner. And but like I say, and then I looked. I did have a few more lesions on me, so to speak. But I think I'm forgetting something. Yeah. And so anyway, so after a few minutes of staring at those lesions and stuff, you know, I was like, wow. I hope I'm dreaming. I think I'm dreaming. I think once I wake up and everything, I'll be fine. And this has happened a lot. I mean, this has happened millions of times before, where I'm in a dream and that happens, where I'm very aware. See, I didn't really, other experiences I have had like this, but it's been a while, and so, you know, I didn't really document those, and I can't really remember those, but it's happened many, many times where weird things have happened like that in my dreams, and then I'll become aware. Yeah, see, I can't remember the last one I had. It seemed like it was, I don't know, like somebody shot me with a gun or something. I don't know, but that was, like I said, that was too, and then I just knew, I was like, well, I hope like deep down, I know I really didn't get hit, because I know, you know, once I wake up and everything, I'm going to be back to normal. Yeah, I think it was like a gun incident, but that was a long, long, long time ago, and I can't remember the details and shit. But this isn't the only time. They've done this many, many, many times in my dream state or lucid dream state. And so anyway, so after several minutes of looking at those really thin lesions, it's just basically like the skin just melted away, and it was just a patch of like no skin, a caved in patch of no skin, where all you could see was just whatever's below the skin, like the veins and stuff. It's really funky. And then after several minutes, I was like, well, dang, man, I hope I'm dreaming. I think I'm just dreaming, you know. And then I, you know, told myself, I'm pretty sure, you know, once I wake up and everything, I'm going to be back to normal, because I knew that deep down I was dreaming. And you know, so I kind of knew once I woke up and everything, it wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't have those lesions anymore. And like I said, the beings are probably, when they do that to you and stuff, they're probably controlling all that, you know, whether or not you become aware that you're dreaming or not. They probably are, if truth be known. Okay, so anyway, and then, okay, so then after that part, I looked down at my legs again, and I noticed they looked about like 85-year-old legs, man, or like, I don't know, 91-year-old legs. Anywhere between 85 to 91-year-old legs. And that kind of grossed me out. I mean, it wasn't just, you know, the lesions, but I looked down again, and literally my legs were like that of like an 85 or 91-year-old person, a woman. But anyway, I did become aware that I was dreaming, and I just knew that it wasn't real, and that once I woke up and everything, and I'd be normal again. But yeah, so that was the main thing too, the lesions, and then he puts me in like an 80 or 90-year-old woman body. It was just my legs I looked at. I didn't look at my arms, I didn't look at anything else. It was just my legs, both my legs, when I saw how old I was or whatever. And then the lesions, one was on the top right leg, and then I had another one like on the back of my legs, and a few more at the lower part of my legs, my right leg. I don't remember anything on my left leg, but anyway, okay, so then there was a lot of sexual parts, and it's too crude to discuss. That's why I know it was Joel that gave me this experience, because he likes to do sexual stuff, and he does, and he's pretty crude. He's pretty damn crude. And I did get aroused a little bit. I do remember. Like, I don't remember having I mean, I totally remember, but I didn't have like I do totally remember feeling aroused. I did get aroused, but I did not have a full-on orgasm. I would remember that if I did. But like I say, I did get aroused when he did sexual stuff. But I have to edit that part out, and I remember like looking in the mirror a couple times, in that big mirror in that big bathroom. But yeah, so I know it was Joel that gave me this experience, because he's always doing sexual stuff like that. And like I say, but sometimes when it's just a dream, sometimes it's kind of hard, since they're not very realistic and more artificial. It's kind of hard to feel sexual sensations and stuff. But I do remember getting aroused. I'm pretty sure I did not have a full-on orgasm. If I did, then I just don't remember that part. But normally I remember everything, so I don't think I did, but I was aroused. He was kind of getting me aroused, and this was, like I say, was just a dream. Well, I guess some people call it a lucid dream, since I became aware that I was dreaming, but like I say, to me it was really just a dream. So anyway, yeah, the sexual stuff was in the bathroom, and that mirror, I remember looking in the mirror a couple times. And like I say, it seemed like it was my sister, my mom, kind of walking around. We were talking, chit-chatting, and I don't know what the hell town or anything I was in, because, he didn't tell me that. It wasn't one of those experiences where they take me to a city, town, state, country, where they already give me all that information beforehand. But yeah, we were in the motel room, and it just seemed like it was me, my mom, my sister, a friend, Angie, and it just seemed like there was maybe one other person too, like my sister's friend, but I can't really remember who it was. Oh my God, I want to say it was like Amy, her friend Amy. I could be wrong though. But anyway, yeah, so that was my weird experience. Well, see, whenever they give you experiences, everything is going to be totally different and unique, because they never quite done this before. But like I say, they've done other weird things where, like, I got shot or something, but like I said, I can't remember that one, because that was a long time ago. And then I would be like, they've done weird things like that to my body, and I became aware that, okay, well, I'm not really injured, because once I wake up and get back to 3D, I'll be normal. That's not the first time they've done this to me, but yeah, you need to pay attention to all of your experiences when you close your eyes, because it's the aliens giving you all this shit. And like when you are sitting there jacking off in your dream state, that's not you doing that on your own accord. I guarantee you it's an alien, probably a reptilian, more than likely, that's actually controlling you to do that. But you're not going to realize it though until you become attuned to all this shit. But it's the reptilians doing that to you, making you jack off and stuff in your dream state, or most of the time you'll realize that they're not dreams. I mean, they're totally virtual reality. I mean, it feels real and everything. But it's not you doing that on your own accord. It's them making you do that because they're, you know, they're perverts. They're not unlike humans. They're very perverted. They're very similar to humans. Okay, well, that's my story. Thanks for listening. Or that's my dream. Thanks for listening.